So,
yeah.
Good morning. Hi.
Boa tarde.
Boa tarde, yeah.
Well, boa tarde.
It is
Bonsoir.
6:25. Olá, boa tarde. Hello, hi. 6:25 GMT.
GMT, yeah. GMT or?
A GMT would be amazing now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. It's only Tuesday and it looks like if it's Friday.
Next time I'm gonna just put a gin and Coke or something just so I can pretend that I'm drinking coffee, like cause it makes these things easier, doesn't it? Anyway, hello. Hi
everyone. So are you going to say what we're gonna talk about?
We should, shouldn't we? So what are we gonna talk about today, Leah?
About you becoming dad? No.
A true story. I'm becoming a dad in the next couple of days. A dad again for the second time. Obviously, I have a little.
Not that little.
Not that little anymore. 16-year-old, obviously, but another one on the way. Exciting times, nervous times, but work doesn't stop, right? Here we are talking and doing another Cracking the Kode again, as we do every single week, or trying.
And today it's about the benefit of using influencers.
I told
marketing.
You should have a script.
Yeah.
But you're just focusing on put the skis at the back there. I can see. Nice. No. It's a nice deco.
It's cool, yeah. Back in France in my apartment.
Yeah, very nice. No, it says. Does it say live, laugh, love as well somewhere?
Of course not. It says, sorry, the lifestyle you order is not in stock anymore.
It's currently out of stock. Yeah. Very nice. No, it's cool. Huh? It's cool. I mean, I have some. I'm building a forest here. I was gonna put live, laugh, love there, but I decided against it.
That's so you.
No, that's definitely not me. I mean, I hope you notice the sarcastic tone here. Yeah, definitely not me. Live, laugh, love. I mean, anyway, nothing against the people that actually do that. If we have some of our listeners. Good chat last week. We had a very, very nice chat.
It was super, super cool. Really.
It's great to see the passion.
I mean, Billy he's a great person, and we met actually in Dubai, so it was interesting to,
where it all started,
to speak with him again. Yeah, it's true actually. The same place where we met you and me also. So it was really cool.
Next week, some exciting guests as well.
Yes.
Can't tell anybody.
Oh yes, that's gonna be something.
It's gonna be the big one as well. Mm-hmm. And our brand is being born right now. Our new brand, exciting stuff. Our own. Yes. You should tell people a little bit, no?
I think it's a bit early, no?
Not the name of the brand and anything, but at the end of the day, we'd open our own.
Okay, go ahead, and if you say something
that I shouldn't, then
I will stop you. Yeah, I will stop you.
We can add. We can ask the video editor to kind of just cut it off in case. No, we're opening our own new concept, right? Our own F&B little venue, let's say, an F&B thing.
Yes, finally.
Yeah. So around the corner, a lot of work to do nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But exciting, really exciting times.
Do you want to say where?
I think we said it last time, no? I mean, why don't you say where?
In Lisbon.
That doesn't work, right? I can't actually cover my... Yeah, it's just a bit dumb.
Oh my God, did you do that?
I was doing the cover my ears thing, but it doesn't, Yeah. Lisbon, yes. Lisbon, our home, our new home. The new home of Kode Hospitality right now. The new home for our concept. I mean, exciting stuff, really exciting stuff. But anyway, let's not say much. Maybe we can just do a quick poof, just show the brand quickly to do this subliminal marketing. No, come on, I can do it here now. Just poof.
Okay.
Very quick.
Like.
Done. Yeah.
Okay.
Done. Very quick. Just a little.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then we keep it, zip it.
Okay, let's go back to the influencer because
shall we talk about influencers?
Like
okay, let's
exciting.
Let's influence this. Let's crack the code about influencers, right?
I mean, it's more about influencers marketing, right? It's like how you can grow your brand by using, influencer to push your brand, obviously.
Lately, I mean, obviously we, as we do this for a living, we have a lot of contacts in the influencers world, and we know the ins and outs, the positives and the negatives, and all that. I mean, I'm a believer that it does work. I'm a believer.
Me too. I don't know why, there is a lot of negativity around this influencer world. I mean, it's true that now, you have a lot of people that become influencer. So maybe that's why, sometimes like people when you start to speak about,
right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why there is this negative around this word, but I think it's really worth it. I mean, and now it became like bigger and bigger when you know that you have TikTok and Instagram. I mean, it's something that you. Yeah, go ahead.
Go. No. I was just gathering my breath until.
I was saying like this is something that you can't see. Like it's everywhere, literally.
True, and I think there was a funny story. I think the reason people are losing, I don't think they're losing interest or the trust, but I think what damages the name influencer is cases such as this one that happened. I mean, I was reading about it a while ago actually. This lady that had thousands of followers, and I think the influencer becomes this kind of image that people trust the opinion of. Let's say you follow the best player in the world, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo, right? You follow him, no comments, eh? Let's say you follow him, and if he says he does head and shoulders, I think he does head and shoulders thing, right? We're not getting paid for this, yeah, by the way. I don't have any hair anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's not really working. If the head and shoulders against hair fall, doesn't really work. But I use Pantene. Sorry, head and shoulders.
Very nice. Yeah.
Anyway, enough of advertising.
We didn't get paid.
No, we didn't.
For this, but
it's free advertising. But for example, if people believe, right, they trust, and I think it becomes like if they say, "Oh, look, it's great." Obviously, a lot of people know that, and especially now that they need to put in some paid ads. But before there was a lot of smart marketing, right? Oh, look at me! I came to the beach, and at the bottom there would be some L'Oreal cream and whatever, and it would
like subliminal.
Very.
Right? That's how you say in English, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, the subliminal marketing, right? Where people, it's placement marketing, right? It's placement ads, right? You just add it there, and people would go, oh, look, he uses it, but they were being paid. Now it's not allowed, right? Because now they need to say, especially Instagram requires in a lot of countries. UAE was one of the first that require them to actually say you need to say.
And I agree, to be honest.
I agree too, but then it happened. This lady, right? She was big vegan, massive vegan, like talking only about veganism and how you should be vegan and the benefits of not eating fish and meat and all that.
She was eating meat,
and then she was caught. Somebody took a picture of her
eating
fish, right? It was a big thing. I forgot her name, but it was a massive thing at the time. And then obviously people start, the people that were following her because they believed in what she was saying and the way she was, she became an icon in the vegan world. And then she got caught eating fish. She was at a restaurant and somebody took a picture and they recognized her and they saw her eating fish and they posted it. And obviously she had to come out, apologize and all that. And she lost all the trust, right? So she stopped influencing, right? And I think our cases like this that made people lose a bit of trust sometimes and damage a bit of the image.
Well, it's also because, now people can buy followers as well, buy likes. So obviously, people are taking advantage of that. Now for I don't know how many euros or dollars, you can buy thousands of influencers.
Yeah, but then it doesn't cost nothing, right?
Exactly. But then obviously you can see, how do you say
you can see the lack of engagement.
No, yeah, exactly, the likes that are the word rich, you can see like if the person has 10,000 followers and she has like 50 likes or something like this. I mean,
yeah,
you know that the followers are fakes,
Exactly.
Obviously.
And more and more people are looking into that. You know, like we never do that. I mean, if you go on our Instagram page, you see we very rarely do paid ads. We want to be real and all that. And we don't get like hundreds of likes on our pictures, you know, and we don't have a lot of followers. Why? Because we want the ones we have, they're real, and they're people that are actually interested in our content. And I think one thing that we always promise ourselves, right, is that we're going to grow it organically. Just by, you know, because you know if people are starting to follow you, then you know that you're doing good content, right? It's a completely different world. Obviously, we're doing B2B, right? So it's very...
That's what I was going to say, because I wouldn't mind, for example, if I have, you know, the power that these people can bring to you, it's huge. Like they have huge community that they already trust, you know, they already trust this influencer. And for example, I don't know, let's say we open tomorrow a restaurant, vegan restaurant. Well, obviously,
we're not.
Which I don't have anything against.
No, me neither.
Vegan
I
people
love lettuce.
anyway, and we will do
lettuce.
Probably vegan dishes anyway.
Indeed.
Come on, why you say lettuce? We will do vegan stuff anyway, because it's cool. I like it actually.
I like vegan stuff. Love it.
Whatever, but what I mean is like if tomorrow we open a vegan restaurant, there is nothing bad by, you know, contacting someone that is huge in the vegan community and say like, hey, just pass by and try our food and we would like to have your feedback because I think it's good, you know, like it's nothing bad. You don't need to always pay anyone anyway.
100%. Look, I think people follow, like I said, I think people, you know, they follow the idols they have. Let's say if let's use Ronaldo again. He's the biggest. I mean, I use Ronaldo because he's the biggest. He has the most followers on Instagram, I think, and whatever, Facebook, right? And I mean, if he goes somewhere, people are going to go, wow, so Ronaldo was there, he must be good, right? So it became, you know, the people that like him and that follow him and respect him, they kind of take his opinion and his choices as as gospel, right? I think when it's B2C, right, if you're talking about a restaurant, and nowadays there's a lot of, you know, I mean, we work on this, you know that a lot of restaurants, you invite the influencers to go there, you give them free food.
But that's where you need to have a win-win situation, you know, like you don't pay someone to come and, you know, like,
no.
And this person will never come back anyway.
Agreed.
You know, this is the difference. You need to really choose your influencer, and it needs to be like a win-win situation. Like this person probably will come back, you know, to your place because she likes it, you know, and you need to, I don't know, you need to be careful on what you do with
who you choose.
Anyway.
But another big point there, like for example, okay, and I think we're resuming this quite a lot, right? We're not going point by point. We don't have a script, right? But I think one big point that, unfortunately, right, sometimes.
I was going to say that, yeah.
One big point that people, let's think about this, right? Let's say you want to do an ad, right? And your idea with this ad on Facebook and Instagram, for example, is to see, I coach you now, is to is to reach people, right? You want to reach the end user. You want them to actually see your content, right? And let's say with an ad, if you put a certain amount of money, you're gonna reach maybe 7,000 people. Let's say you have an influencer that is very well known for going to eat out in restaurants, and people follow him, and they are exactly your target audience, right? The people that follow that influencer because of the fact that he or she goes out to eat and they like his content and they engage with it. You're cutting, because obviously you can do target ads, but it's very, I mean, you cannot judge. It's very hard to actually know.
Exactly.
Everyone that sees my ad about vegan restaurants are interested in vegan restaurants, even if they press like at one time, before they press like on Facebook, whatever. So, but if you use an influencer, you know that when they post a story, they get an average, you will know how many average views they get. And if they do a post, you know that they're going to get 500 likes, and they normally reach maybe 10 times the amount of likes that they have, right?
Usually you need to have at least 5%, or for like really big influencer, you can go down to 3%.
Yes. Yeah. The bigger you are, the less engagement
exactly,
you get, right? But so there you go. So if you cut the middleman, right? You have almost guaranteed you're reaching your target audience. You're guaranteed to reach your target audience because that influencer, the people that follow him are your target audience. So does it work? Is it good? Yes. I mean, they say that for every $1 spent on influencer marketing, because a lot of them charge, and B2B you have to pay. I mean, it's different, right?
Yeah.
But for every $1, they say that you get $10 back in revenue. You know, there are some.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's amazing. And for every Google ad spend, for example, for every $1, you normally get $2 back. So you see the difference, right? I mean, you have a big reach. So.
No. I mean, it's not like, but the problem is like, I have the feeling sometimes you become like saturated, because you always see like, it's always the same thing that you see, you know, you always see like giveaway and stuff like that. And sometimes I understand why people have this negative thing of influencer, because you can see that this influencer are gonna do like maybe 5 or 10 stories on the same day, with different brand, a different code, and you know, then for me this is not really a good sign of a quality influencer. You know, the influencer should be like, I don't know, he should believe on what he's gonna do on your brand first. You know, he shouldn't do this for the money or something else. You know, he should do it because he likes the brand and he believes that it could do a good push and he could get like a win-win situation. Like
it's a win-win. But for example, let's say if I'm an influencer, I have 20,000 followers on Instagram, whatever. I go to a place where I don't necessarily like the food, but I go there because I'm getting paid for it. I go, look at this dish. Oh my God. And obviously with all the edits and every dish can look amazing, which is another point for another conversation one day. You know, and then you go there and you're going to eat that dish and you're going, that was rubbish. So therefore, you lost me. Like I lost you already. You know what I mean? Because then you trusted my opinion, and it isn't that good. So I think things are changing with this, you know, is a paid partnership and all that. You know, the fact that you have to disclaim it now. I think people are trusting less and less, but you still reach the target audience that you want to reach. So it's marketing.
Anyway, it's a good marketing tool.
It is a good marketing.
We know that by this you can also increase your SEO. I mean, it's really amazing for your SEO.
True story.
Obviously, because we know that Instagram is a big part of it. So when you have influencer that is tagging you, etc., it increases also your SEO power. So.
No, it does, and it's not only so we agree that using influencers is good. We also agree that you need to know and choose your influencers well, right? You need to know the target audience that they have, right? That's 3 things we agree on. I mean, we didn't agree on much today, apart from an influencer marketing is here to stay. I think it's a maths thing, right? When you pay advertising, you want to reach people. If you tell this guy, post about my brand, and they're going to reach 10,000 people, that's it. You know, it's very easy. If you do a billboard on the motorway, how do you judge? I mean, you can count the number of cars that pass, but you'll never be able to say, hey, I have a billboard agency, and if you put an ad there, I can guarantee you that 50 people will see it. You can't. You can guarantee that 50 people will pass on average, but you can't guarantee that they will see.
Exactly. It's really easy to see the ROI, you know, on a campaign with an influencer. So that's why it's also interesting to do. I mean,
and it's another part of this. It's part of your marketing strategy, right? It's part of it's a long-term strategy. You can't expect, for example, a lot of times you can get conversions pretty quick, right? The influencer posted about your restaurant, and immediately some people that saw it, I'm actually hungry, I'm gonna go there tonight. Great. So that's a conversion, right? Although quite difficult to track a lot of times if you don't ask them how did they hear about you and all that.
Exactly.
But it's also long-term, it's about a lot about brand awareness, which a lot of, you know, the desperation sometimes to get revenue and to get people through the doors, it's easy to do in a marketing strategy the opposite way, right? Because initially you need to do a brand awareness. People need to start getting to know your brand, and then you start trying to convert them. Is a marketing the funnel, right? Like we talked last time, you have the funnel. Then you convert them into actual revenue, right? And influencers are amazing for brand awareness, you know, to put your
when you start to do that, you need to have it needs to be for a certain amount of time, you know, like you cannot just invite one influencer once every 3 months.
No.
Usually it doesn't work like that, you know. You need to have like a continuity.
Yeah, continuity.
I'm losing my English since I'm in France, so you need to correct me sometimes.
No problem. I'm always very happy to do so.
but yeah, obviously, you need to have like, I mean, it's really easy now to find influencer. I mean, there is even website dedicated to that. That I was really surprised to see that. I mean, you just put an hashtag, and then you have a list of influencer. So it means a lot, you know.
They make money from it
like
now,
this,
right?
this is like a real business. You can even pay a company to bring you influencer. I mean, I wouldn't do that because I think you can do it yourself. But if you don't have the time, then you can ask us
because it takes time.
But it takes time, and then also when you ask for a company to do it, then obviously they have a list that they know that these influencers are not fake, you know, and they have like a community behind them, you know. Exactly. So that's what this is. It's good.
So we agree. I think we agree that you should use them.
Definitely,
you have a nice ROI with them. You can still trust them if you choose carefully. Obviously, you need to take everything with a pinch of salt. An influencer is a person at the end of the day. They have their own opinion about, even if a lot of times they're not doing an ad. Even if you trust, if Ronaldo goes to a restaurant and he says it's amazing, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily amazing, right? I mean, maybe for you isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Down to your personal taste.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a return on investment. There is, you know, if you choose them correctly, you should use as a part of your marketing strategy, long-term strategy. And I think we cracked that code. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's already good. I think that's already a lot of information.
True story.
Only talking about influencer.
True. But it is a topic, is very interesting. Like, and
actually, I haven't seen that a lot yet in Lisbon. I mean, Dubai is the paradise of influencer. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, something else. It's another world, I guess.
It's just full of them. I mean,
yeah. I mean, and you don't even need sometimes to be influencer to
get free stuff.
Me or you, to get free stuff. I mean, how many times you or myself received invitation, you know,
to go
on Instagram and stuff, to go somewhere or to go to a restaurant or to a club. I mean, to try stuff and just to tag, even though we don't have like.
Even if we have 4 followers. Oh well, the point is, I do.
But have a lot.
No, but that was.
I have 500 something. I think it's nothing.
No, but I use it for work. Though. True story. Mine, I didn't buy mine ever. I wouldn't buy. Do you think I buy followers? I mean, imagine our client. Do you think so? Imagine our clients are following and watching this, and they go, "Hey, I'm the guy buying followers." They're all real, but obviously they're built over the year. I've always, I started using more Instagram in Dubai, I guess, more like to post for personal stuff. But before, it was always a means to communicate, you know. Whatever job I was making, or because obviously I've always worked in F&B and nightlife, and you know that's my background, so I use it for work a lot. And you know, I still remember the days back in 2007 2008 where I used to have BBM. I'm not sure if you remember this, maybe you're too young for that, but I used to have this BlackBerry Messenger.
Okay, BlackBerry. Yeah, I didn't.
At the time, yeah, it was my favorite phone until they actually messed it up. But I used to have a BlackBerry Messenger where I used to, you know, that's how I used to sell tables in the club I used to work at, and you know, we used to create these groups that I used to text them, and so yeah, I always use social media for that. But yeah, you're right. How many times we got invited to go somewhere and just tag to our 3 followers, and you know.
Yeah, Dubai, it's literally something else.
It's
Lisbon,
world.
I think it's Lisbon. I think there is still a lot to do.
Yes,
from this side, to be honest.
100%, and I think maybe we should just get out there and influence some people as well ourselves. You know, I mean, to my full followers and you to your 3.5. But yeah, I think it was a nice conversation. I think
it was cool.
Didn't we?
True story. Yeah.
We look forward to next week, right?
Oh yes.
You know, it's gonna be one. There's going to be, you know, my dog is sitting right here. It's actually sleeping here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Royce.
Yeah. Okay, let me show my dog. Okay, come here, boy. Opa! Come here, my Royce voice.
Today it's a really relaxing.
It's a relaxed
videocast.
Say hi. Say hi to the people. He's a little
Royce.
French bulldog. Look at him. Sleepy. Oh my God.
French, yeah, you said?
Yeah, it's the breed. I mean, you can't...
French, yeah.
Yeah,
French bulldog.
I mean, that's... Yeah. Great dog. Let's just leave it there. Great dog. Okay, so it's time for you to get off camera now. You need to go down. Okay? Go back to sleep. Okay? Good. Because that needs to feel that. See, I think I'm talking to... Oh, God. You see? Yes, and next week we'll have, fingers crossed.
Maybe one or two.
Oh, it's one for sure. But another little Portuguesa in the world. Mm-hmm. And we look forward to it. Thank you. As usual, check our website. I'm not sure if anybody ever does, but yeah.
Yes, I mean, we know, obviously, when people visit our website.
I know we know, but it's like how, when they copy and paste, because you can't really, we don't hyperlink.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Yeah, so it's stuff. But thank you for watching. It was a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you next week. Goodbye. Yeah.
That's my job.